The Infinix Zero Ultra is dripping with top-notch specs like 180W fast charging, a 200-megapixel camera, a curved display, and more. Should you buy it? We answer that in our Zero Ultra review. After securing a decent foothold in the budget and mid-budget segments, Infinix's grand entry into the sub-Rs 30,000 price segment was imminent. The Infinix Zero Ultra is the most premium offering from the company today, going head-to-head against the Realme GT Neo 3 and the OnePlus 10R. From a cursory glance, the Zero Ultra seems to hold its weight in terms of specifications and numbers. It's only the second smartphone in India to boast a 200-megapixel camera. Even its charging figures are bonkers, with claims of a 10-minute full charge thanks to the 180W charger. With the Zero Ultra, Infinix's parent company, Transsion Holdings, seems to be on a roll to launch high-level devices. Techno, Infinix's sibling, also made it to the news by recently launching its flagship Phantom X2 series globally, which will be heading to India in January 2023. So, can Infinix Zero Ultra's holy trinity of super-fast charging, 200-megapixel camera, and curved display be enough to eat into the market share of its competitors? We've been using the device for a week, and here's our review. The Infinix Zero Ultra follows a unique approach towards design. We received the Genesis Noir variant, and it stands proud with a blend of glass and leather on the rear panel. Once you are used to it, there's a high chance you will start liking it. The leather-based texture makes the phone grippy, whereas the glossy glass back yields it a shiny and premium look. Unfortunately, the glossy texture also happens to be a fingerprint magnet, but if you want to maintain the pristine look, you can slap the bundled TPU case on the back of it. Just in case you aren't a fan of this, you can also check out the Coslight Silver variant, which has a star trail design. The curved glass on the back and front is added to the premium vibe of the entire package. But this is contrasted by the plastic frame sandwiched in the middle, which may be less lucrative for this price. The giant camera module at the rear comprises 3 sensors and LED flash in a rectangular box. In terms of ports and grill placement, there's a secondary microphone and top-facing speaker with the text powered by Infinix on the top. The bottom has a Type-C port, primary microphone, bottom firing speaker, and a slot for 2 SIM cards. The right frame has a power button with a neon green stripe and a volume rocker. The headphone jack is missing here, but Infinix has shipped a Type-C to 3.5mm cable in the box, compensating for it. The left side of the phone is entirely clean. The Infinix Zero Ultra feels bulky due to its 213 grams weight, and it takes some time to get used to it. In fact, the two colorways are slightly different in terms of thickness. The Genesis Noir variant measures 9.2 between a pair of calipers, whereas the Coslight Silver is slightly thinner at 8.8. Thundercharge, that is how the company is marketing the 180W charging prowess of the Infinix Zero Ultra. But the first thing that comes to mind seeing the number is it even safe? Infinix states that it is safe because of multiple software and hardware security protection mechanisms that the company uses for its device. There are 2 sides to this supercharged tech. One is the bundled charger that distributes the ultra-high wattage into 3 parallel streams of 60W that prevent overloading and overheating. Within the phone, the battery is divided into cells, each of which holds 2,250 mAh charge, resulting in a total battery capacity of 4,500 mAh. With the fusion mode enabled, it took our unit exactly 12 minutes to charge from 5% to 100%. That's some crazy speed, but at the expense of heat. We noticed that our unit started getting hot 10 minutes after we plugged in the charger. You can choose to keep things tame by selecting the standard charging mode. The battery life is slightly subpar compared to the 7-hour figures we have seen in the segment. With the brightness set at 70%, the always-on display turned on, and eye refresh rate enabled, the Infinix Zero Ultra regularly gave us a screen on time between 5.5 hours and 6 hours. Our usage primarily consisted of scrolling social media, watching videos, gaming, and browsing on the phone. You can stretch out the battery life for a whole day by turning down the brightness and refresh rate. The phone doesn't support wireless charging, which we would have loved to see. The Infinix Zero Ultra has a large 6.8-inch AMOLED display with a full HD Plus screen resolution. It is a curved display that looks stylish. Although the company hasn't mentioned any details about the body-to-screen ratio, the bezels are thin around the screen, which enhances the display experience. The screen refreshes at 120 Hz, and you can choose between 60 Hz and 120 Hz, or keep it at auto mode, which will set the refresh rate accordingly. A 90 Hz mode could have been an ideal choice to experience smoothness by saving battery life. During our review, we used the phone at a 120 Hz refresh rate all the time, and we didn't notice any stuttering, and the experience was smooth overall. The display is, by default, set to show the original color, but you can choose a bright color mode to see a saturated display. We feel that the original color mode is better. That said, the display looks great, and the colors come out punchy and vibrant. Watching movies and YouTube videos was a delightful experience on the Infinix Zero Ultra. The device supports the Widevine Loan certification, which means you can watch full HD content on upped platforms. The phone can go as bright as 900 nits, so under direct sunlight, the content was visible. A stereo speaker setup backs the audio performance. The bottom firing speaker is primary, whereas the top face speaker is secondary. They are really loud and have good clarity. If you do not have your earphones around, then watching movies using the phone's speakers should not be a problem. Strangely, the rear panel rattles a lot whenever sound is played at 80% or above volume.